Welcome back to Radio Faces at our Houston Community College Main Street studios. This is where we make the call on the NFL 4 divisional playoff games. And I can tell you right now, somebody needs to bring me a thermometer so we can take his temperature because he's got at least one pick that I think he's got a fever. But we'll start with the first game, New Orleans at San Francisco. New Orleans is favored. Defense, offense, who do you like?
I like San Francisco. When you look at Justin Smith and what he was able to accomplish this year, I think he's going to harass Drew Brees all day long. San Francisco still riding high. I have San Francisco winning that game 21-17.
Wow. I just don't see how you could derail Drew Brees, the receivers, the running game. They just seem to have it all. I don't know if I've ever seen a more accurate passer than Drew Brees has become. I think they're going to put up like 27-17 and win this one by at least 10. Tim Tebow goes to New England. What do you think?
Oh, I think the magic stops. When you have Bill Belichick, Tom Brady, it's tough to beat. I understand that their defense is very poor, but with those two guys that I just mentioned, they find ways to win. And everyone's been talking about how they haven't won a playoff game since 2007. That ends this year.
What's your score?
And my score is going to be New England 28 and Denver 17.
I'm saying 24-16. Now, it doesn't seem right that Josh McDaniels, who drafted Tim Tebow, who knows him better than anybody, can get fired by St. Louis, get hired by Belichick just in time to go against Tim Tebow. Is that smart? Is it unethical?
That's smart. That's utilizing the system. It's not against the league rules, obviously, or they wouldn't allow it to happen. That's why Bill Belichick is Bill Belichick. He looks for every single advantage, and he takes and utilizes them.
Lambeau Field, the Green Bay Packers against the New York Giants, where the Giants upset them in 2007. Do they have a chance to do it again?
There's a reason why I call them the scariest team in the playoffs, and everybody's going to see why. They're going into Green Bay. They're going to win this game. Jason Pierre-Paul is going to be all over Aaron Rodgers. Eli Manning is going to look like his brother Peyton Manning, and New York's going to come out of there with a victory.
And what's the score going to be?
The score is going to be on that one. You know what? I'm going to just throw an arbitrary number out there because I was just focused on the victory, but I do see Eli putting up 28 points to Green Bay's 24. It's going to be a close game.
They do have a bad defense up with Dom Capers, and they got to do something about it. But there's no way I'm going against the Packers and Aaron Rodgers. I'm thinking they're going to win this one about 30-27.
No, sir. It's not like Greg Cook is blocking for Aaron Rodgers. They're not going to have anybody to stop Jason Pierre-Paul, Justin Tuck, Osi Umenyiora. The list goes on and on.
Well, it's not like you're rushing them either. So now the big one. This is where I need to take your temperature. Texas going to Baltimore, 7.5-point underdog. Ravens have had a week to rest. You're taking?
The Texans, 17-14. This is why Joe Flacco isn't the great quarterback people think he is. And I know why you think Baltimore is going to win this game, because you study and you talk about every team every week and you know too much. Study long, study wrong. You just have to go with the magic. Can't you feel the magic in the air? It's leaning towards the Texans.
All right, you say 17-14. I hope you're right. I've never had anybody say I studied too much, but I think the Texans are going to lose this one about 23-20. I think it's going to be close. I think a field goal will decide it, and I don't think that field goal is going to come from Neil Rackers, but I hope you're right. What does Baltimore have to do to win this game and advance to the championship game?
Shut down Arian Foster, and I don't think they can do that.
Really, even though they limited him to 49 yards in the first game?
Yes. It's a new
90
day.
yards overall.
Like I said, you study too long. Study long, study wrong. The magic's in the air. Go off the magic.